a little touch of sauce. Finish that with some freshly grated aged Parmesan. That has to be one of the most delicious chicken parms anywhere.
After a whole week of eating healthy, the weekend has finally come and I haven't planned to cook something deep fried with loads of mozzarella cheese. So today we are making chicken parmesan. And for this dish, we are taking a look at Gordon Ramsay's chicken parm recipe. I also want to apologize to my loyal followers for delays in uploading videos, but as you can see, my job has been keeping me very busy. However, now that I'm back, let's get cooking.
Yes, let this man cook.
First thing, trim the chicken breast. Lay it down. Take a knife, put your hand on, and just literally slice into the middle and then open it up. Add chicken breast that's double the size, so it's half as thin.
We will start with the chicken breast. I don't know why mine looks a bit slimy. But under the right circumstances, slimy breasts can be very appealing. Anyways, I'll cut it through the middle like this, and now we have almost 2 breasts.
Nice.
To get it nice and even, parchment paper, 1 piece underneath, chicken on top, parchment paper on top, and then all we do is literally roll. It's spreading out.
Spreading out is my main motivation for doing most of the things I do. And then I'll sandwich it between 2 parchment papers and beat and flatten it with a rolling pin. Just like how Indian parents use it to beat their kids. Rolling pin is like a kryptonite for Asian kids. If you see them misbehaving in public, just know that as soon as they get home, the parents are gonna whip out the rolling pin and beat the living shit out of them. So much trauma. Just so much trauma.
Lay that into the flour. Make sure you lightly dust the chicken with flour and just shake off the excess flour.
Shaking breasts is a lot more fun when there's a white powder involved. But in this case, the white powder is flour.
Next, into the most amazing egg wash.
Next, into mediocre and possibly expired egg wash. This was left over from another recipe I made last week.
Submerge that down, let it disappear under the egg.
Submerge these breasts down and let them disappear under the egg. That's okay. We can always double dip these breasts.
For me, breadcrumbs are boring. We zest that up with a touch of salt, touch of pepper.
Not sure if there's anyone who finds breadcrumbs exciting. Anyways, I'll touch some salt and pepper and add them to the breadcrumbs.
Smoked paprika, just a touch.
Add smoked paprika and then touch it.
Parmesan cheese. The Parmesan cheese gives it its really nice sort of caramelized cheese effect on top of the chicken.
Yes, the cheese will give it a nice cheese effect. So I'll grate some Parmesan over the breadcrumbs and then mix everything. Now we have the most incredible breadcrumbs.
Incredible breadcrumbs. Take your chicken out, give it a little shake, and then straight into your breadcrumbs.
Take out the chicken and put it straight into the breadcrumbs.
Roll it round. Get a handful of breadcrumbs, sprinkle over the chicken.
I'll take a handful of breasts and roll them around.
Here's where we take the chicken parm to another level. Take your parchment paper, flip it over, take out, shake any excess off, lay that on top of the paper, turn the paper the other way around, lay that on top, go back to your rolling pin, and then just gently roll.
Okay. I think I got this.
And maximum effort. Hear the music.
Flip over the parchment paper, take out the breasts, shake the breasts, lay the breasts on top of the paper, turn the other paper the other way around, lay that on top, go back to my rolling pin, and then gently roll it.
Yeah!
Now, what's happening now? All those breadcrumbs are sticking right into the chicken.
8 steps for this? 8 steps for this? Here's how you can achieve the same results in just 2 steps. Take the breast out and then smack it. Just like I want you to smack that like button.
Water boiling for the spaghetti. Touch of olive oil in there.
Gordon, there's more olive oil in there than there is on Popeye's dick. Water is boiling for the spaghetti and I forgot to add oil.
Salt in. Spaghetti into the water.
Adding salt, and now I want you to come closer. Closer. If you listen closely, you can almost hear the Italians crying. But I won't piss them off today, perhaps another time.
Twist it round because it just starts to bend, and then literally twist that into the pan.
Turn it around and bend the Italian pasta into the pan and cook till done.
Once the chicken's that thin, it doesn't need to be deep fried. So grapeseed oil, literally a tablespoon. Get that oil nice and hot.
Gordon.
What is your obsession with oil? You say 1 tablespoon and then you pour so much oil in the pan that even US wants to invade it. Add half a bottle of oil into the pan and get it all hot and bothered.
Lift up your chicken parm and you lay that into your pan. That's the noise I want to hear, that hissing.
Lift up the chicken palm and lay it in the pan. This kind of does sound like pissing, just like Gordon describes.
Hissing. 2.5 minutes each side. Once you've got the colour on top, start placing little bits of butter underneath. That makes the breadcrumbs golden brown.
Gordon, how does it color on top when the heat is coming from the bottom? Anyhow, 2 minutes have passed and I'll add butter to the pan.
2.5 minutes each side. You turn it once only.
Yes sir. Turn only once. What is this weird sticky white stuff on the breasts? I'll turn it once more and cook that weird stuff.
You turn it once only.
And turning it once more for good measure.
Once only. From there, take it out onto a platter, nice and carefully.
Taking it out nice and carefully. Let's try this again, and I'll try not to fuck it up.
Take it out onto a platter, nice and carefully.
Taking it out nice and carefully.
Look at that. Wow.
Look at that. Wow.
We top this with its marinara sauce, and it's a spoon of this incredible rich tomato sauce right smack bang in the middle.
I'm gonna watch some spank bang in the middle. I also made this amazing marinara sauce. And then spoon some over the chicken.
We sit our mozzarella on top of that. Season the mozzarella. Salt, pepper.
Shed some mozzarella on top and season mozzarella, chicken, oven tray and countertop.
Yeah! Into the oven we go.
We stay out of the oven. There are easier ways to go.
Perfect garnish with this is the most amazing broccoli rabe.
Gordon.
Where are the oven temperature and time settings? The chicken is already cooked and we just want the cheese to be nice and melty. So at 200 degrees Celsius till that happens?
Perfect garnish with this is the most amazing broccoli rabe.
The word broccoli and perfect shouldn't be used in the same sentence.
These are young broccoli stems.
These are broccoli stems.
Teaspoon of olive oil in.
Finally.
He uses the right amount because he knows no amount of fat will save this.
Lay it in the pan of salt and pepper. Beautiful.
Lay in the pan, add salt and pepper.
Once you start to get some colour on the broccoli rabe,
We are also starting to see that broccoli getting blacked.
beautifully season it with some chili flakes.
Season with some chili flakes.
Amazing.
Amazing.
I'm going to drain off my pasta.
I tend to stay away from colanders as I don't want Uncle Roger dedicating a video solely to roast me.
As that sits there, lightly season it with olive oil, salt, pepper.
Adding some more olive oil, salt, and my special LGBT pepper.
RGB, motherfucker. A teaspoon of sauce with your pasta. Don't drown it.
Drowning yourself in some good quality sauce is a very pleasurable experience.
If you know what I mean.
And a touch of fresh parsley. Get some basil leaves and just literally break up the basil leaves.
Adding some random green shit that I found in my refrigerator. Here's some oregano and here's some chopped green chilies. I hope the Italians will approve.
Now twist it round. Beautiful.
Now twisting it around like my wife twists my words.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Now for the exciting part, plating.
Now for the exciting part, eating after plating.
This broccoli rabe is so healthy. That sits in the center of the plate.
This broccoli probably tastes the worst, sits in the center so it can be hidden later.
Underneath, I have a nice spoon of sauce on there.
Underneath, I'll also add a nice spoon of homemade sauce.
The chicken parm goes on that broccoli.
Perfect, the chicken palm hides the broccoli.
And you just sort of knit pasta together, lift and turn. So we've got that really nice, exciting barrel of pasta that sits there.
Grab some pasta with a fork and add it to the plate. Think this looks a little bland.
And then finally, a little touch of sauce.
Touch the sauce and add it to the pasta.
Finish that with some freshly grated aged Parmesan.
I've had this Parmesan sitting in my fridge since I moved to this apartment last year. Hence very aged. Grate this over the chicken parm.
That has to be one of the most delicious chicken parms anywhere.
I'll be the judge of that. Let me taste and rate it 1 to 5. This tastes amazing. I'm gonna keep eating this as I attempt to describe it. The chicken is crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. The pasta is al dente and the marinara sauce flavor is just shining through. It's chewy, it's savory, and it goes well with the chicken. I wouldn't change a thing about this chicken parm, except for the broccoli, which can be ignored as it doesn't bring anything to the table. Think of it like a diversity hire. There are better choices, but you need that representation. Despite that, I'll rate this a 4.3. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to get me monetized so I can quit my boring finance job and make videos full time. I'll see you soon in the next video. Till then, goodbye.